Hello, I'm going to be showing you how to make a paper missile launcher, like this. Comes out pretty cool, shoots like 20 yards, it's actually rather amazing. I'll show you right now how it shoots, just a second. Let me get the camera off. Here we go. Okay, watch this. That's my gun. I'm going to go to the back of the room here. See? Tip of the gun. Just a second, I don't have the launcher in, sorry. Alright. Gun. Hope you saw that. Flies very, very far, as I said before, and it's probably up to about 20 yards or something, and I'm going to show you how to make it in like 10 minutes. Something great for when you're, we'll say, bored in class or something. You know, who doesn't mess around then? So, okay. What you're going to need is a piece of paper. Not a piece, a few pieces of computer paper, normal computer paper. Oh, and by the way, before I start, if you're really bored, you can just, like, you know, make all sorts of crazy stuff. That's what I do. It's like this. It also shoots normal, it's just cool. Anyways, you're going to need some tape, some computer paper, pencil, and scissors. That's all. So you should start by cutting yourself a few pretty short pieces of tape, just to have. Always good. Okay, now, take a piece of paper, fold it this direction, a bit bigger than a pencil. Meaning not flat on the pencil, make it a bit loose. So it's a bit bigger, about this size. Now you need to try to make it as even as possible, so that both sides are as even as possible. That way it's going to be even length, the missile will fly better. So, I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. This is real time how long it makes. This is how long it takes to make. This is how long it should take you. So, here it is. You tape one side when you're done rolling if it's even. You tape the other side. Alright, here it is. Taping both sides. Try not to get any air bubbles under the tape or else it won't work as well. I've already looked on YouTube actually. There isn't a single video so far from when I'm making this of a missile launcher, which works in this same idea. So, if you see any other reviews, they're copying me. If you see any other videos. So, you tape it. You tape it, you tape it, you tape it. You tape it until the whole edge of paper, where you finished rolling it, is completely covered in tape. Like that, so that it's completely smooth. If there are any ridges or edges like that, just cut them off. It needs to be even, very even, also on the other side. More. Okay, perfect. Now, you look at it, and you see, wait, no, before you do that, cut yourself a bit of tape, tiny piece, like this small, puny, okay? And where the paper ends on the inside, you put it on. We'll take the pencil and we'll push it on, so that, and then you fold it backwards, so that's actually taping the piece to the side. Now, that's on the wider end. There's going to be a slightly wider end. So on that end you do that, because that's the end you're going to be blowing from. I'm going to do it on both, just in case. Okay, this should only take a second. Alright, I hope this video ain't too long, but trust me, it is completely worth the wait. Alright, now, when I blow, it's not going to fold in on itself, which is very good. So, now to make the missile. This is the basic launcher. The missile is going to have to be thinner. That way it's lighter. So, already in advance, cut yourself some tape. Put it on the table. I'll take 2 pieces. Alright, now, what you're going to do here is a bit more complicated. Take another piece of paper, roll it again the long way, so that it's a loose fit over the shooter. Okay? So, first of all, check which side is a bit wider. Now, you won't see this on tape, but this side is a tiny bit wider than this. So it's the side which is sticking out is going to be going out that side. No, sorry, it's going to be going out the other side, so I'm going to flip it. That way it's going to fit it better. Now, I don't make it completely tight because it needs to have room to move, to slide. So I make it just a tiny bit thinner, like loose. Anyways, so I roll this. Now I want it to be thin so it flies well, right? So as soon as it completes one piece of, one layer of the turn, I roll a tiny bit more and mark it with the pencil. That way I can cut it. So, now I cut that. See the line I drew? So I cut on the line so that's very thin. Because the lighter it is, the better it'll fly. Anyways, I'm going to cut this now. And that's it. There you go. Nice and cut. I have already tape on the table, so that's the thinner side. I'm just going to roll it up. You see how thin this is, nice and thin. Again, remember to make it loose. Remember to make it loose, that way it'll be able to fly off. Now, when it's wrapped around, you just need to tape it shut with your tape. Shouldn't be hard. Should be very easy. Alright, here's my tape. And taped 1. Taped 2. Great. Alright. I'm just going to tape it to the edge. Now it's a nice loose fit. It's perfect. Now we're just going to have to make the head and then the wings. Now the head needs to be as heavy as possible. And the fins need to be, I just need to be there so that it'll fly straight. That way it'll always hit with the point. Hurt the most. Anyways, that's it. I'm just going to tape, just finish taping my, my missile, the body. Alright, now, it doesn't need to be the full length of the page. It doesn't need to be the same length, so I'm going to cut this about here. Just cut that much off so that you have room to put your mouth on the other side. Okay, put that on. Fits nice. Now, this is the paper that's left from when I made the rocket. So with this paper, I'm going to, just a second. Alright, I'm going to roll this up. First I'm going to cut it a bit so that I have some spare paper to make the fins. I'm going to roll this from the corner. One side's a bit longer, so I'm going to roll it from the corner, this corner we'll say, towards the slighter longer side, keeping one edge really pointy and one edge in a cone. So I'm basically making a cone. Now you need to make sure the cone, the end of the cone at least, is thick enough to fit onto the missile. You'll see in a second. Anyways, so you might want to wait until I'm finished making this part, until you make yours, so you won't mess up by accident. Here it is. I forgot to cut tape, so I have a nice pointy cone. Cut some tape. Tape it towards the front, because I'm not going to be using it that much on the back. And I'm going to cut it. It needs to just fit on top of that as close as possible. So that I'm for sure not going to need. I still have some room, so cut a bit more. Do I still have room? Yeah. Okay. So I cut even more. Right. That should fit. Perfect. So now I have that. I put it on. Take some tape. And I just seal it. Nice and strong. Now don't be afraid to use a lot of tape here. If it's heavy, that's good, because it means it'll fly nice and straight if it's heavy in the front. Now, don't deliberately make it heavy, but I'm just saying it's fine if you need a lot of tape. Just make the seal there pretty airtight, okay? If you want, you can cover. If your hole on the cone comes out too big and air is leaking through it, just cover it with tape. You should be able to figure out how to do that. Okay, now I have the missile. I've got the launcher, which fits very good. No, that's the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Okay, here. This is the one I'm making now. It fits actually pretty nicely. Here we go. There. Okay, I need to tape my front, the top, because there's air leaking out of it. So here's what you do. You just take a piece of tape, put it on diagonal, fold it back down, put it around, and just turn it around until it's completely taped. That's all. Now, Okay, in general, it's going to shoot. I'll show you. I'm just going to make the tape down a bit stronger. You know. Alright, great. Here we go. Have a look. Wrong side. And it's going to be a bit hard at the beginning to put it on, whatever it is. Shoots. So, now we need to make the fins. Take the piece of paper you have left from making the head, and you're going to fold it in half. Now for this, you're going to need the pencil. This is the hardest part, although it's not even that hard. You're going to draw a shape of a fin upside down. So you first start with a line straight up. You're having it so the folded side is down. Line straight up, about that high, and then make it go straight, about that long. Make it go straight, and then curve in. That's going to be the edge. There you're going to fold it and paste it on like that. Okay? So you're going to cut. Looks like that. You're going to cut it out. And now I'm going to fold it. You see, no, I'm not actually. First I'm going to take this and use it as a stencil to draw two more. We're going to have 3 fins. Okay? That's 1. And that's 2. Right, now I'm going to cut those out. And I'm going to fold it and paste it on, and then I'll just show you how it flies. Alright, I'll show you how to tape it. It's pretty easy. Okay, that's 1 cut out, last one. That's the second one, here we go. Third one. And perfect. Okay, now we're going to tape it on. So, you see where the straight ends? There. I'm going to fold it up there on each side. Like this. Then I'm going to put this on the midsole towards the back like that and tape it from both sides. Okay? It's pretty easy and quick. Now, what's important is to make sure that the 3 fins are equal in distance from each other. That's the best way. It's going to help it fly straight, and always hit with the nose first. Also makes it fly further. Now do the same with that. Just do 2 pieces of tape. If you want, you can make it stronger. Do the same with the other 2 fins. Okay? I'm sorry I can't fast forward this. You're just going to have to wait, but I'm doing it as fast as I can. Make it about equal distance just by looking at it from the back. It's pretty easy. Here we go. You need to also make them all at the same line. Anyways, now I just have one more. One piece of tape, put it on, put it about in the middle, tape. Now other side. And that's it, I'm done. I have a nice rocket, and I have a rocket launcher. Very nice. Just need to open it. There we go, nice rocket launcher. And I'm just gonna